congratulations on the brand new single. We've been playing Jump on the show, and we're getting a lot of requests for it, so congratulations.
Oh, wow, that's amazing. Thank you so much.
Not a problem. Well, can you start off by telling us a little bit about Jump as a single? How did it come about, and what was inspiring you when you put it together?
Well, I've been working in education for like the last 6 years, and I'm always telling kids to go out and do what they want and what they really, really love, and realized that I wasn't actually doing that for myself. And I was living in like a little safety bubble of, constant income and security and, just stability and all that good stuff. And then I was like, if I want to do this music thing, I need to just give it my all. And that's where the song came from. I was like, you've got to literally just jump into it, see what happens. Like I've got a little safety net that if I need to, I can rely on. But I'm giving as much of my attention to this as I can.
How difficult was it to kind of break apart from that security blanket though, and make that decision? Because it is a huge decision to make for your life. Was it a difficult decision for you, or did it actually end up being quite an easy decision?
I think it was easier than I thought it would be. I'd been thinking about it, I'd been, wanting to do music for ages. And then, I got a new job at the start of last year, and it was like, I really just don't love what I'm doing. And so I was like, I want to love what I'm doing. And I think I've had a lot of mental health stuff that I've had to deal with, and I was like, this isn't helping being in a place that's not good for me. I want to do the thing that, makes me happy. So it ended up being a lot easier than I thought at the start,
How have the events of 2020 affected your decision? Because I know for a lot of musos it's been a very, very tough time, especially here in Melbourne where we had a 7-month lockdown. How did last year kind of affect your career personally?
I guess it actually kind of opened doors, because a lot of the people that I want to work with are based over east. I ended up jumping in with some mentors that went online. Jump actually kicked off all of that when M Squared, because they're based in Melbourne, they had to go online so they could continue working and creating. And I was like, I love these guys. They've worked with Chloe and all these super amazing artists, and I love Michael Painter's Love the Fall back when it came out, and I think it was 2010.
Yeah.
I was like, heck yes, I want to work with these guys. And it was like a little, so it's like quarantine special. And then it kind of kick-started things for me.
Yeah.
Actually.
You also received a 2020 Resilience Grant. Tell us a little bit about that and how that's helped your career as well.
Oh, my goodness. I couldn't be more thankful for that. So the regional arts sector of WA created these grants to help artists who are based in regional areas. And I was living in Albany for all of last year, which is the bottommost city in WA.
Yeah.
And I pulled in all these people and built a little team around my idea and my project, and I pitched it and I got it, and so I was able to work with M Squared on a whole bunch of songs. We were able to make 5 new songs on top of Jump, and which is culminated in my EP.
Awesome. Now, I was going to talk about the EP right now. Those that have been very excited about Jump are going to be very excited to hear that you've got an EP coming out as well. Tell us a little bit about when we can expect to hear the EP, but also what we can expect to hear on it.
So the EP is coming out in April, and it's kind of just this collection of all the songs that I wrote down in Albany, whether like I did them on my own or in like a co-writing situation with my mentors or my vocal coach or M Squared themselves. And they cover a bunch of things. I suppose like some relationship stuff, like relationships that have never happened, some mental health things, and just, I suppose, just like all those parts of me that I've been trying to communicate and talk about, but I haven't really been able to do it in a way that makes sense or feels like I've given them justice.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. Your music's very personal. Do you feel that that's a great way to let out those emotions and let out how you're feeling?
Oh man, absolutely. There's a lot going on in this little head of mine, and it can get pretty toxic if I live in there for too long.
Yeah.
So I definitely find that just getting it out of me, getting it out of my system, is really great. Like, it's healthy for me to process those things and move through them and let them out. And then they're just not sitting there festering for ages.
Definitely. Well, we cannot wait for the EP to drop in April, but what are your other plans for this year? I know that it's a pretty tough time in WA at the moment with fires and also the lockdown, but what are your plans past that?
Past that, I am just trying to work on new music. I'm writing, getting back into writing. I've just moved house, so that's happened, and getting back into writing some more stuff. I want to look at moving to Sydney and like getting around that hub of people that I think is super creative, and that sort of world that I want to be in.
Yep. And will you be looking at doing shows in other states as well? Because we've just woken up to the great news here in Melbourne this morning that Cheap Trick and Stone Temple Pilots are being allowed to put on a show in the next couple of months, luckily. So will you be looking to do some shows over this side of Australia when everything's opened back up as well?
I would love to. I haven't performed any of my songs anywhere yet, so live sets are sort of like next thing on my agenda to work on. But yeah, like once everything's sort of like opened up and that world is back up and running, I'm definitely going to be seeing what I can do.
Awesome. Well, mate, I think it's time to take another listen to Jump on our show right now. We'll let our listeners know when the EP drops as well so they can go out and grab it. But is there anything you would like to say to our listeners before they take another listen to Jump?
Oh my goodness, thank you everyone who is streaming it, who's sharing it around. It means the absolute world to me because, I'm jumping into this, I'm trying to make, this my career and my life, and I love it that people are taking that jump with me.
Awesome. Well, mate, thank you so much for coming on our show today. It's been an absolute pleasure, and we cannot wait to see what music comes from you in the future as well.
Thank you so much.
Not a problem, mate. I'll let you go. Stay safe. Have a great day.
You too.
See you later. Bye.
Bye.